Welcome back to my channel. If this is the first time you are here, please consider hitting that subscribe button in the corner. While you're at it, ring that little bell. What that'll do is notify you every time I put out new videos. I put out new videos every single Tuesday. What do we talk about? We talk about all things Palm Beach, all things real estate, all things the western community of Palm Beach. So this week, once again, I brought in a special guest. Her name is Cristine Clements. She's with Evergreen Insurance Agency. And we're going to talk a little bit about homeowners insurance. And we're going to get started right now. As I mentioned, I have a special guest here today. It's Cristine Clements of Evergreen Insurance Agency. And let's have a little bit of an introduction. Cristine, tell us a little bit about yourself, your journey to Florida, and your journey with insurance.
Okay, well, I am a true native to Florida. I've been here all my life. I got my property and casualty insurance license back in 2007. I've been writing insurance for about 14 years. I absolutely love it. It's my passion to help people with their insurance. And I've been with Evergreen Insurance Agency for about 3 years, and I was with another agency for about 10. And I specialize also with people that are buying their first home.
We're going to run through some of the things that you can do as a homeowner to save on homeowners insurance. So Cristine, let me ask you this question. When looking at buying a new home and the insurance and so forth, what are some factors that you should consider when it comes to insurance?
Sure, very good question. Well, the first thing is going to be the age of the home. The older the home, typically you're going to be surcharged a premium. Obviously, new construction is going to be much less in terms of insurance because the homes are built to the new codes. The age of the roof is a significant factor. If you're looking at a home, for instance, and it's over 20 years old, the roof it's a really good idea to have that roof replaced. In terms of if you're selling the home, it's always better to have that roof replaced. If you're looking to purchase a home, look for a home that the roof has already been replaced. Now, when I say that, there's different styles of roofing. There's concrete tile, barrel tile, there's metal, and there's asphalt shingle. So the insurance companies, usually on the asphalt shingle roof, they're going to look at up to 20 years. Now we know that that roof lifespan can go much longer, but on an architectural shingle roof, usually 20 years is the maximum.
Wow. So what is the in terms of roofs go, what is the strongest you can have that'll lower your premium?
The roof age is a very important factor. The newer the roof, the less you're going to pay in insurance, and we're going to have a better market to place you with companies. Most companies, once the roof ages out past 20 years old, then they're going to surcharge you, at least on a shingle roof, not so much for a tiled roof or a metal roof. And the geometrical shape of the roof is important, but we'll get into that when we discuss wind mitigation reports and how that can affect the premium as well.
Awesome. One of the things that we have here in Florida, as opposed to other areas of the country, is we are sort of geared towards hurricanes. So that's why the roofs here in Florida it's a very important topic. Let's talk about another important factor when it comes to homeowners insurance, the construction of the home. Tell us a little about that.
Okay, so when you're looking for a home, obviously the best choice would be CBS, a concrete block style home, and for many reasons. It's going to withstand higher forces of winds. It's not going to be as combustible as frame construction, and it's going to be much less to insure than a frame constructed home. So that would definitely be, my recommendation would be to look for a CBS home. If you are looking for a two-story home, a lot of them are frame upstairs and concrete block downstairs, and most homeowners don't realize that. If it's frame upstairs, they will rate the whole home frame, and you'll pay typically about $1,000 more. So always make sure that you know what the full construction type is on a two-story home in particular.
At ERA Home Run Real Estate, once a month we do a sales meeting, and typically they take place at a new construction site. Cristine's always there, and so I have the question to ask. When you're insuring a home that's new construction versus one that's older, how does it impact insurance?
It's going to be a lot less, quite honestly, because after March of '02, the building codes changed, and most of all the new construction is built to the new codes. So you are going to get the best rates insurance-wise. Everything's new, you're not going to be surcharged. And that's not to say that an older home isn't built just as well. It's just from an insurance company's perspective, the older the home, the more it's aged out, and then they start surcharging the premium. So definitely going to get a better insurance rate on a newer constructed home than an older home.
Yeah, and one of the other issues I've noticed is a new construction home, almost all of them today here in Florida are built with impact windows. Older home, or home from the year 2000 or so, which weren't built with impact windows. Cristine, let's say they go out and spend $40,000, which is what they pretty much cost these days, for impact windows. Is that going to create a big discount for them when it comes to their insurance?
Unfortunately, no. The impact windows are more of a convenience thing as far as not having to put shutters up. It does make the house more favorable in terms of a storm, in terms of maybe being more energy efficient. But when it comes to the impact windows, giving you a discount on the insurance, it's really not going to matter unless all the openings on that home, now this is for homes that are built prior to 2002, unless all the openings have been changed out, meaning the garage door, the front door, skylights if applicable, and the shutters and or windows in this case. So it's not really going to make a big difference as far as a discount.
Yeah, I think that's a misconception with a lot of people. And they, like I said, they go out and spend a lot of money and they're surprised when they don't see their insurance bill for the following year go down.
That's correct.
Let's touch on the topic wind mitigation.
Okay, so the wind mitigation reports were implemented back in 2006 when we had back-to-back hurricanes in 2004 and 2005. The insurance rates just skyrocketed and everybody was up in arms about how to get the rates down. So it was a real big issue here in Florida. The Uniform Verification Mitigation Inspection Form, short layman term would be a wind mitigation, was implemented to help the homeowner get these premiums down. So there's only about 7 questions on the report, but they're very important, and the most important pertain to the roof and the attic. Up in the attic, there is a nail length when they hammered on that roof, and there are trusses. And when the trusses were built, they were either strapped with metal connectors or metal clips. In some cases, double wrapped connectors as well. And then there's a certain amount of nails on each side. Typically, we want to see 2 nails on one and 1 on the other, and that's called a roof wall connection and a roof deck attachment. They're very, very important credits when it comes to these mitigation reports. The roof covering is also important. Any roof that was installed prior to 2002 of March in Palm Beach County would not get the FBC credit, meaning the Florida Building Code credit. That's why newer construction is less money to insure. But if you're buying a home, I highly recommend, even if it is newer in construction, just to spend the $75 or $100 on the mitigation report, because some of the carriers will give a better discount if they can see the opening protection already applied on the credit, and also if they can see that the roof maybe has what they call a hip-styled roof, which is sort of a pyramid-shaped type roof, which is more favorable in a storm. A lot of roofs are built with gable, like a peak, and so that's less favorable. So, and then there's the opening protection credit, which we touched on before about impact windows. That credit, like I said, encompasses a whole lot, and I tell homeowners not to get too caught up on that. You know, you don't need to go and spend thousands of dollars to replace windows and doors and skylights, because it's only going to give you a couple $100 credit. What's the most important is up in that attic, and the inspector is required to come out and measure the nail length and the spacing. So you'll see lines on your roofing up inside the attic. You'll see on the boards, you're going to see little lines and measuring tape, and that's because he's required to do that, as well as take photos. But those reports for $100 are well worth the money.
Yeah.
And it's good money spent.
It seems like a great investment.
Yes.
For $75 to $100, you get all that. To me, that seems like a no-brainer. Tell us a little bit about a 4-point inspection. What is it, and what value does it bring?
Okay, so a 4-point inspection typically is required when the home is over 30 years old. Most carriers will require them after 40. Matter of fact, all of them will, but some after the age of 30. It checks for the 4 points of the home: the electrical, plumbing, HVAC, and roof. So they want to make sure that the roof has at least 5 years roof life left. They are going to check behind and underneath the sinks behind the washer machines for no leaks. Active leaks, they're going to look at the age of the hot water heater. Most companies do not want a hot water heater that's over the age of 20. And the HVAC, the air conditioned heating system, again, this is the #1 cause of leaks. So they want to make sure that the air condition isn't very old and has any kind of active leaking going on as well that would back into the house. And this is all to prevent claims and to make sure the house is efficient.
Cristine, if someone wants to get in touch with you out there, what's the best way to contact you?
You can contact either the agency, Evergreen Insurance. The phone number is 561-966-8883, or you can contact me by cell, 561-371-7807. That would be the best way to contact me.
Great. And that's the number I call all the time. So I hope you found value in all this, and I look forward to seeing you all on the next one.